In Malaysia, the self-assessment system or SAS requires individuals and businesses to calculate and report their own taxes. Introduced in 2001 for organizations and 2004 for individuals, SAS simplifies tax procedures and promotes voluntary compliance. A taxpayer must disclose their income and pay taxes owed. While monthly tax deductions handle employment income, SAS focuses on business and investments taxes. The Inland Revenue Board, or IRB, enforces compliance with audits, penalties for errors or underreporting. Government spending plays a key role, wisely using the tax revenue for healthcare, education, and infrastructure builds trust and encourages compliance. Despite the challenges like errors and non-compliance, SAS fosters partnership between the government and its citizens, driving Malaysia's growth.
There are several reasons to encourage taxpayers to comply. However, there is also a lot of reasons why they will not comply. Tax audit encourage taxpayers to comply with tax law. However, not all studies agree on this. For example, Thomas and Subhash found that audits sometimes lead to overstating deduction instead of reporting their income accurately. Penalty rate can also affect tax compliance, but the effect isn't that straightforward. While some studies like Yunus and Ramli found that the higher penalty reduced tax evasion, while others like Thomas and Subhashri argue that higher penalty might push people to cheat because they feel unfair. Tax fairness, on the other hand, can improve voluntary compliance by ensuring equal treatment. Aside from the aspect, taxpayer compliance can also be changed based on their perception of government spending. If the government allocates funds wisely, taxpayers are more likely to comply voluntarily. However, if spending seems as wasteful or irrelevant, taxpayers may feel discouraged and attempt to avoid tax. Furthermore, study has shown that those who are in financial struggle will tend to avoid paying tax compared to those who are stable in financial situation.
Tax compliance is a crucial factor in sustaining a nation's economy, and in Malaysia, individual tax compliance plays a vital role in the government revenue. This article critically examines this issue. This research highlights key factors that influence tax compliance, including audit enforcement, penalty rates, tax fairness, and also government spending transparency. It aligns with Malaysia's efforts to enhance tax compliance, providing policymakers with valuable insight. The significant strength of this study is its use of the theory planned behavior, a psychological model that explains how attitudes, social norms, and also perceived control influence tax compliance intention. By integrating this framework, the article effectively bridges theoretical knowledge with practical policymaking, making it a crucial resource for improving tax compliance strategies in Malaysia. With its strong theoretical foundation and practical relevance, this study provides essential guidance for strengthening tax enforcement and ensuring a fair and transparent system for all taxpayers.
Every research study has its strengths but also its limitation. In this study on tax compliance, there are three major weaknesses that stand out, affecting the reliability and depth of its findings. First, a small sample size. The researcher distributed 384 surveys, but only 242 were usable. A small sample size makes it harder to apply its findings to a larger populations. This also increases the risk of sampling bias, meaning that the result might not reflect the reality for most people. Second, self-reported data. This study depends entirely on people's own answer, where it can be inaccurate. Sometimes people give answers that they sound good instead of they telling the truth. This is called social disability bias. For example, in tax-related studies, people will always say they follow the rules even if they don't. Another problem is recall bias, where people forget or misremember their past actions, making the data less reliable. Lastly, lack of qualitative data. This study only used survey Without interviews or focus group, this is a problem because number don't tell the full story. Why do people behave in certain way? What influence their decisions? Without deeper discussions, we miss important details about their thoughts and motivations. To improve future study, the researcher should combine qualitative and quantitative method. By combining these two methods, we'll give a clearer and more accurate result.
Hi, have you ever wondered what encourages people to pay their taxes correctly? Studies show that tax audits, penalties, and government transparency play a crucial role in tax compliance. Here's how the government can improve tax compliance in Malaysia. First, strengthening tax audit. Frequent and thorough audits encourage taxpayers to file their returns accurately, reducing tax evasion while ensuring fairness. Next, maintaining fair penalty rates. A clear and consistently enforced penalty system discourages tax evasion while ensuring fairness.
Lebih 2.12 bilion ringgit diperuntukkan khusus untuk PDRM dan agensi beruniform.
Transparency in government spending is also key. When people see how their tax money is used for public services, they are more willing to comply. Another factor is tax fairness. Simplifying tax laws makes the system clearer and reduces opportunities for tax avoidance. And finally, improving taxpayer education. Schools and community programs can help Malaysians understand their tax responsibilities better. In conclusion, strengthening tax audits, enforcing fair penalties, increasing transparency, ensuring fairness, and improving education can boost tax compliance. A strong tax system benefits everyone. Let's work together for a better Malaysia.